We're back for another episode of Baking with Jeffy. Today it is old-fashioned borscht. I believe I have all my ingredients here. Sliced beets, whole onion, whole tomato, celery, potatoes, sour cream, dill weed, chicken broth, lemon juice, black pepper. First thing I do is I peel up these potatoes. I will not bore you with that. So I'm not a good peeler. And then I get a pot. I put the chicken broth in there and equal amounts of water. And you just, I slice up, I cut the beets up into little pieces also. I don't just put them in there slices, you know. They kind of look, them and the potatoes kind of look like cubes, you know, little cubes, maybe little French fry strings, something like that. And we boil that for, you know, we'll let that simmer for half an hour or so. Potatoes cook up. And we'll add all this stuff into it. It just simmers, you know. When you're done, you actually take the onion out, take the tomato out, take the celery out, you throw that away, you know, and it just needs to simmer and set and let all the flavors intermingle. But I'm gonna get started peeling. When I get everything in the pot, we will continue. All right, see you soon. Alrighty, so we're back. So we have our pot of borscht. I have it, the potatoes, the beets are all in there. Got the tomato, whole onion, some celery, sprinkled some dill weed, some pepper. Now I'm bringing it to simmer. And this is typically I usually make a little more than I should. And this pot is proof to the pudding. But we'll make it work one way or another. Anyway, so this is going to cook up. Takes about, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour, you know, for the potatoes to cook to where they're nice and soft. And then we add the secret ingredient that really sets it apart. And we will come back with that in a little bit. Let this simmer. Okay, we are back for the final process of our borscht making. It's been simmering for about an hour. Potatoes are soft enough to get a little taste test there. Oh, and it also needs salt. I forgot to say salt. You got to salt also to taste. So anyway, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the broth out of the pot, just like this. Try not to take anything that's in there. You want just the broth. Just like this, just like this. Get it in there. The tomato and the onion and the celery, we'll pull them out in a couple hours. You know, we just like to let the flavors mingle. Alright, so here we go. So we got our broth in there, got it in the blender. The secret to borscht is sour cream. I think I've done this before a few times. So you take it, nice dollop in there, and you do it in stages. In there like that, the lid, grinder, and then you pour it back in. Oh, baby. Where's my little, yeah, this will work. So you mix it in there a little bit. Make sure it's all nice and mixed in. And we repeat the process again. Take your cup. Take just the broth. Put it in the blender. Take a little more sour cream, put it in there. For this amount, for this large of a pot, I will eventually use this whole container. Sour cream, I just like to do it in stages. In there. It's all nice and mixed. You can give a little taste test, maybe. See what it's like. Oh baby, that's actually pretty good just the way it is. There's only a little bit left in there. What the heck? Can never have too much sour cream, right? So we'll get our those other ingredients you saw with the dill weed and the lemon juice. You know, you just sprinkle the dill weed on top. Like, you don't add too much, just a little bit. It just adds a hint of flavor. You know, you just put a couple of squirts of lemon juice in there. Just adds a flavor. You know, pepper. Yeah, you can put a little more and just get that going. And then the salt to taste. You know, just a little at a time until it tastes right to you. And that's what it all comes down to. So, last of our sour cream in there. Just a little bunch of good dough. Want not, waste not. Sally Saver. This in there. Just like that. Beautiful. Mix it. Pour it back in. Voila. There you have it. Good old-fashioned borscht. And now I'm going to turn the heat off. It doesn't need to cook anymore, because if you cook it too long, potatoes get soft and they get mushy. So you want them so that they're still nice and firm. Like that. Perfect. Perfecto, perfecto. So I'm gonna just leave this in here, push it to the back, and it can just cool on its own and let the flavors permeate throughout themselves. Beautiful thing. All right, hope you enjoyed this episode of Cooking with Jeffy, Homestyle Borscht. See you next time.